Welcome, curious minds, to the deep dive. Today, imagine stepping off bustling Regent Street in London. You turn a corner, and suddenly, you're somewhere else. We're talking about a shop, but not just any shop. This is a place where reality, well, it seems to bend, where magic feels undeniably real, and that line between wonder and, frankly, unease gets very blurry.
Exactly. We are diving headfirst into H.G. Wells' fantastic short story, The Magic Shop. It's more than just a story, really. It digs deep into belief, into childhood wonder, and maybe those unsettling things lurking just outside our normal view.
Yeah, so our mission today is to really unpack this thing. We want to pull out the key moments, the big questions Wells is asking. We'll look at the characters, the illusions, or are they illusions, and what genuine magic might actually mean. Get ready, because this story, it's subtle, but it packs a punch. Lots of aha moments, I think. Okay, so let's jump in. We start with the father, our narrator. He's pretty skeptical when you say he mentioned seeing the shop before, but always over the way and a little inaccessible, like a mirage.
Yes, that's key. He'd fancied it was down near the circus or around the corner in Oxford Street or even in Holborn, always over the way. It's like he wants it to be unreachable. It fits his rational worldview better if it's not quite solid. He's built this little mental fence around it.
Right. But then his son, Gip, completely ignores that fence. Wells says Gip, almost without warning, just pulls his finger right up to the window. Suddenly, there's no choice. Gip must go in. The father says there is nothing for it but to take him in.
Gip's the catalyst, definitely. He forces the encounter. And that window display, Wells details it perfectly. It's exactly what you'd think a magic shop might have, but maybe with a slight twist.
Yeah, Gip points out magic balls, magic hens, wonderful cones, ventriloquist dolls, all the stuff you'd sort of expect. But he also zeroes in on specifics. A disappearing egg, a crying baby, very human, which is a bit weird, and a mystery box labeled to astonish your friends. Oh, and a vanishing hat.
And that's clever setup, isn't it? Because the father sees this and thinks, okay, tricks, illusions, stage props. He walks in expecting a common conjurer's supply shop. He's completely unprepared for what it actually is. He's misread the signs.
So they step through the door, and right away the vibe is off. It's a little narrow shop, not very well lit, and the doorbell, it makes this plaintive note. Sad, almost.
Even the sound is slightly unsettling. And the inside continues that. There's a tiger in papier-mâché, crystal spheres, a weird china hand holding magic cards, magic fish bowls, and this immodest magic hat that's shamelessly displayed at springs. It's all a bit much.
But then there are the magic mirrors on the floor. One to draw you out long and thin, one to swell your head and vanish your legs, and one to make you short and fat like a draft. And here the father and Gip actually laugh together.
It's a great moment. A little bit of normal funhouse stuff.
Yeah.
It grounds them for a second before things get truly strange. Wells uses those moments really effectively.
And then the shopman arrives. The description is so vivid. A curious, sallow, dark man with one ear larger than the other and a chin like the toe cap of a boot.
It's immediately unsettling, isn't it? Not your typical friendly shopkeeper. More like a figure from a fairy tale, maybe a slightly dark one. He embodies that mix of wonder and unease the shop gives off.
And he gets right to it. Starts doing tricks, pulling glass balls out of thin air from his head, his elbow, his neck. Even offers one from my mouth.
Yeah, and the father's reaction is perfect. And he's seen the trick, sure, but hadn't expected it here.
He expects the illusion to be obvious, part of a performance, not just happening casually.
But then the shopman says, we make no charge for glass balls.
Yes, that throws the father completely. Because, well, everything has a price, doesn't it, in his world? By taking money out of it right away, Wells signals this place runs on different rules. Maybe belief, experience, not cash.
It suggests a different kind of value. And then the business card appears. Pulled from the shopman's cheek, it reads, The Genuine Magic Shop. And he insists, there is absolutely no deception, sir. Which is the core paradox, isn't it? If there's no deception, what genuine magic?
Is it just incredibly good tricks? Or something else? Something that works because you believe it works. For the father, no deception must mean it's a trick. He clings to that.
But for Gip, maybe it opens up a whole different possibility. It destabilizes the father's whole worldview, even though the narrator tries to rationalize it, saying it's just a well-done joke.
The shopman seems to really connect with Gip, though. He calls him the right sort of boy. Says, it's only the right sort of boy gets through that doorway.
Such an intriguing line. What makes a boy the right sort? Innocence? Openness? A lack of that adult cynicism. It suggests the shop itself is selective. You need the right mindset to even enter, maybe.
And that's hammered home by the contrast with the other kid, Edward. You hear this squeaking little voice rattling the door, trying to get in.
Right. And Wells describes Edward so negatively. A little white face pallid from sweet eating, distorted by evil passions, a ruthless little egotist. He represents that closed-off cynicism, maybe. He lacks Jip's genuine wonder. He can't get in.
And how does the shopman keep him out?
Casually. Sparks of colored fire flew out of his fingers and vanished into the shadows of the shop. Just like that. Power displayed dismissively.
Okay, so from here, the magic gets, well, it ramps up. It gets more personal and unsettling for the father. The shopman pulls that astonish your friends box out of Jip's own pocket.
Yeah, how did he do that? It's not just a trick. It implies some kind of intimate knowledge, doesn't it? And the way he packages things, pulling paper from an empty hat, string from his mouth, which he then swallows, sealing wax from his fingertip.
It's pure performance art, but blurring the lines. Creation out of nothing. And Gip's reaction, he was the playground of unspeakable emotions. These, were real magics. The kid gets it. He accepts it.
While the father is probably still trying to spot the hidden compartments. But then the magic turns on the father directly. That's when it really hits home for him.
Oh yeah, the hat trick. He feels something soft and jumpy in his own hat. A pigeon flies out. Then eggs, a marble, a watch, more glass balls, and just piles of crumpled paper.
Imagine that. Your own hat suddenly producing livestock and paper. It's a total violation of his personal space and his sense of order. I mean, your rational mind would just be screaming at that point, wouldn't it?
Oh.
Trying to find the explanation.
Absolutely. And while this is happening, the shopman is talking about brushing hats inside and out. Then he hits the father with that question. None of us know what the fair semblance of a human being may conceal, sir. Are we all then no better than brushed exteriors, whited sepulchres?
Wow. That stops you cold, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It moves beyond tricks entirely. Whited sepulchres, beautiful on the outside, but maybe empty or decaying inside. He's directly challenging the father's polite exterior, his skepticism, suggesting he's missing something deeper, maybe within himself.
It's a deep cut. Suddenly it's not about magic tricks. It's about hypocrisy, self-awareness, the hidden self. No wonder the father starts feeling really uneasy. He wants out.
He wants the bill, wants his hat, wants normalcy. But the shopman, boof, vanishes behind the paper pile, leaving just the hat and a common conjurer's lop-eared white rabbit, playing with reality itself.
The father's discomfort is palpable now. The shopman reappears, though, and invites them to the showroom.
And the father thinks the magic just a little too genuine. He's losing his grip.
Yeah, too genuine is a great phrase. The uncanny valley of magic. He's dragged into this confusing gallery broken up by stands and stalls and pillars, weird assistants staring, perplexing mirrors and curtains.
Yeah.
The space itself is disorienting, reflecting his mental state.
And the things in the showroom are even wilder. A little wriggling red demon pulled from the father's sleeve.
And the shopman's casual comment? None of ours probably brought it with you. Implying the father himself carries demons. It's deeply unsettling. Thankfully, Gip is distracted by a magic rocking horse. But they see things like an invincible toy sword, sandals of swiftness, a helmet of invisibility. Pure fantasy items.
Items that promise real magic, not just tricks. And then the soldiers. Very, very valuable boxes of soldiers that all came alive, directly took off the lid.
And Gip masters the tongue-twisting sound to make them live again. He's not just watching, he's doing the magic now.
It confirms his status, doesn't it? The right sort of boy can interact with his reality.
But this leads to the climax, the most frightening moment for the father. His attention gets pulled away by an assistant doing horrible things with his face, nose stretching like a whip.
A grotesque distraction. Pure nightmare fuel, really. Designed to unsettle him completely. And in that moment of distraction,
Jip shouts, "Hide and seek data, you're he!" And the shopman slams a big drum over him, and Kip is just gone, utterly disappeared.
the father feels that sinister something grips your heart. It's primal fear now. His son has vanished. The magic isn't fun anymore.
He panics, lashes out. But then, just as suddenly, snap, he's back on Regent Street, colliding with a random working man. In the shop. Gone. Vanished. No door, no shop. Nothing. Only the common plaster.
The whiplash must be incredible. From terror and impossible magic back to mundane reality in an instant. Was any of it real? A dream? A hallucination?
But Gip is there, looking a little perplexed, but fine, and tremendously satisfied.
Yeah.
And he's holding 4 parcels. He just grabs his dad's finger like nothing happened.
The contrast is everything. Father's terror, Gip's contentment. They experience the same event through completely different lenses.
And the parcels inside are quite ordinary lead soldiers and a kitten. A normal living kitten.
For the father, this is maybe relief. Proof it was just tricks, something he can hold on to.
And it's not the end of it, is it? 6 months later, Gip still believes. He says his soldiers do come alive. Mine do. I just have to say a word I know. Then they march about alone. Now, quiet, Dada. I shouldn't like them if they didn't do that.
And that's the heart of it, maybe. For Gip, the magic persists because his belief persists. It's not about objective proof, it's about his perception, his openness to wonder. That's what makes the soldiers magical for him.
Meanwhile, the father is stuck. He still wants to pay the bill, that incurable habit. He keeps looking for the shop.
Yeah, searching Regent Street several times.
Yeah.
He even found one of those glass balls in his pocket later. Proof. But what does he do?
He throws it away, flung it into the street. He can't handle the evidence that contradicts his reality.
So he's left wondering, confused. Will they send in their bill in their own time? He can't reconcile the memory with his rational world. He's stuck in limbo.
So after diving deep into this, what are we left with? It really throws into sharp relief the difference between a child's view open, believing, and the adult view logical, skeptical, maybe a bit afraid.
Absolutely. The father is so busy trying to figure out the how and the cost that he kind of misses the wonder of the what. Gip just accepts it. He lives it.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Where are the magic shops in our own lives? Are they real places? Or are they only real for the right sort of boy, for those who allow themselves to see?
It's a great question. What experiences have you had, maybe, that don't quite fit the logical explanation? How do you process those? Do we dismiss them? Like the father throwing away the glass ball.
Or maybe are we sometimes too busy looking for the bill, searching for proof of past wonders, that we miss the quiet magic happening right now, the magic that just requires us to, well, to look with Gip's eyes. Something to think about until our next deep dive.